want to chase my dreams. I'm chasing them, baby. I'm chasing them. I don't know where they're going to take me, but I hope they're going to take me somewhere nice. Take me somewhere nice, dream.
Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it on me. Look at these blessings, these blessings, these blessings, these blessings, these blessings, they rained it on me. Look at my God, I don't chase dreams, mama. One got my dreams chasing me. I don't work hard, no, I don't work hard at all. Shit just be coming to me, that's my word. I will not work another 9 to 5. Talk that shit. Press me, getting popped right in the eye. Smack that trip. Get in the way of my dreams, you gotta die, yeah. And if your bitch come round me, use a single guy. Run me up, bitch. Got this truck fit. Yeah, just cause I live law attraction, still a nasty thing.
Yeah, my niggas, we purge. Yeah, my niggas, we purge. Yeah, my purging and we lurking. Riding with some turbans, and we spinning Suburbans. 50s maxi hurting, left them on the curbing. Then we skating, we swerving. Then I copped the burden, flipped it and rehearsed it. Man, this shit so perfect. Then this nigga worked it, set me up so perfect. Had me over here hurting, but now I'm back to purging, and we lurking.
Let it breathe, nah, fuck it, take a breath. Hurry up, speed it up, for it's really nothing left. Living life on the edge, in the moment, no regrets. Looking back, hard times, gotta get it, breaking sweat. Gotta get it off my chest, family say I'm up next. Living on the high edge, all my fears just left. Point blank, we the best, making hits like Slugfest. Life ain't never a box of chocolates, it's more like a game of chess. And I'm young and never dying, my energy is lit and that's defying. Took a leap of faith and started flying. So elevated, touched the moon without trying. Moving like an ape with the heart of a lion. Let it breathe.
Y'all not ready for this new music, y'all.
Let it breathe.
Y'all not ready for this new music, y'all.
Let it breathe. Let it breathe.
Yeah.
Hey, money obligations made me sign it to the dotted line. She think I'm a G.
You don't like the new Balenciaga? You don't like it? New Balenciaga back. See, I'm fuck with it.
But I kill it like the Colin Bond. You can call me son, cause you know this nigga gotta shine. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Let it breathe.
I keep telling y'all niggas I can rap.
I keep telling you niggas I can
Let it
rap.
breathe.
Fuck it,
Let it breathe.
Come on.
JC, what's up?
I just put my job and I can't work.
But really had to finish up this album, and that's on God. I don't fuck with shoulders, niggas. All you niggas suck. Slap a nigga with my dick for talking shit, and that's on Paul. That's a nigga, no Rico. Big like Shaq, but hit free throws. Rhymes king, fucking lethal. Shit on all you niggas, no fecal. Nephews rape this beat, me too. Guess who wrote my bars? Me fool. I won't only been rapping a few months, but I'm still better than most. That's like a dick, you fucking dyke. Like a Trump supporter talking nice. That's like me posting up a thirst trap and not getting no fucking likes. I don't grind to eat, I let shit come to me. Only grinding, I do not your business. Trust me, I'm a freak. Slept on me and my potential. Is you tweaking?
Yo, are y'all tweaking about playing the victim?
I used to be a preacher. Just in case you ask me, yes, I will catch a case for the family. Since it's the holiday season, you know niggas going ham.
Now let's see. Let's see. Yeah.
And we gonna make this shit.
Let's see.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Hold up. Oh my God. Yo, welcome back to Blame the Victim podcast. I'm your host, JC Best. This is Law of Attraction podcast for the streets. Y'all bring the problems, we bring the blame. Oh my God, we are here, baby. We are here. We are back. Guys, I'm so grateful to still be doing this. Y'all know I be quitting shit, right? I'm not the nigga to keep on being consistent. This has not been my past, okay? To be consistent, but I am telling you, it is my present and it is my future. It is my future. It is my future. It is my future. We're just getting better and better all the time, man. I got a lot of stuff to talk about today, and I'm so excited. We got the squad in the building. Yo, Phoenix, what's good? What's up? Phoenix, how you living, my boy? How you doing?
Good, I'm good. I'm working through my shit, but I'm good, you know?
Yeah, working through your shit, but you good. That's gonna be a big theme for today, baby. What do that mean, Phoenix, for you? Explain don't give us no political shit, my boy. Give us the real. What the fuck do that mean? Working through your shit, but you good.
Working through my emotional upsets, working through my mental negative spaces.
Yeah.
And maintaining a good mental space where I can sit here and say, I know I'm good. I know I'm doing enough. I know I've done enough, you know, accepting all of my bad and still saying I'm still alive. I still have ways to go and not just living in my depression, living in my sadness all the time. You can live in it for a little bit. I live in it for a little bit. You know, I live in it because, you know, I'll be sad. Everybody's sad. You're not depressed where I want to go. I have anxiety where I want to go. But that's, for me, that's working through my shit and still being good, knowing that I'll have another day.
Phoenix, did we plan talking about this just now? Did you plan to say the shit that you were saying? Did we practice this beforehand?
No.
This is literally in line with how I wanted to start off the fucking show, and I had no idea he was going to say that. But that's just how that's just how God is. Look at God. That's just how God is. Should be so on point. It just clicks naturally. You feel me, bro? Last couple of weeks, I haven't really been on social media like that. I'm taking a social media break. Okay. And, you know, they say for actors and comedians and entertainers, you got to be on social media. Nah, nigga, we doing a reset. Okay, we doing a reset. Niggas only got 4,000 followers anyway. Y'all niggas not really doing shit for me. I mean, let's keep it a buck. You know, y'all look like a post here and there. It's not going to kill me to take a little break from you motherfuckers. It just really isn't, okay? And I have been using this time to practice non-judgment, bro. Doing exactly what you talking about, my boy. Yo, remember y'all, I grew up Christian. So you know Christians, we judge a lot. We judge a lot, including ourselves. Okay? Everything is giving ourselves a hard time, shitting on ourselves. You know, oh, why aren't you doing this? And you're not good enough. And, you know, you need Jesus and you're sinning and you're all that shit. Bro, it takes a little bit of time for me to come out of that, but nigga, I'm coming out of it, man. And I've been taking a lot of time to just sit with myself, to just literally just sit with myself and observe and not judge. In fact, let's go ahead and jump right into the affirmation of the week, man. Let's jump right into the affirmation of the week. You're not feeling good, okay? You're depressed for whatever reason. Alright, you got things to do and you're not doing them. Okay, you procrastinated.
Yep.
You have shit you know you should be doing and you're just not doing. What do? You usually shit on yourself, right? You usually shit on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. This is the affirmation of the week. I am not these negative thoughts.
Oh my God.
Hold up. I am not these negative thoughts. These are just states of being. I observe them, I honor them, and I send them on their way, right? And you say it until you fucking believe it, okay? In the last 2, 3, 4, 5 months, maybe since I started doing this podcast, I have literally started to come outside of myself, and I'm treating this nigga JC like a car that I'm driving. You know, I'm not identifying with every single time JC Best doesn't do something he's supposedly supposed to do. Okay? I am an observer of these thoughts. I am not these thoughts. You know? Sometimes we get to the point where we like feel, oh man, I ain't the shit, you know? Oh man, I am a bum, I am poor, I am this. No. You are an observer of this reality that you're in. And in order to really believe that, you got to basically know who you are. You really got to know who you are. Do y'all know who you are? Do niggas know who they are? You know? Motherfuckers think that you are this physical space. Like, this is your identity. Nigga, this is not who you are. This is who you are right now. This is the physical car that you're driving right now, but this is not who you are. And if you identify yourself with this person, then that means when you're doing good, you can be prideful. And when you're doing bad, you can feel bad about yourself. It's like a roller coaster. Nah, bro, you got to observe. I am not these negative thoughts. This is merely a state of being. I observe these thoughts. I honor these thoughts. And then I send them on their way. And then when you come out of that little funk, then you go ahead and bless it and you keep it moving, baby. That's the affirmation of the week, man. I've been doing it for the last couple of weeks and I've been feeling good for the first time. I just kind of let myself sit. Some things I should have moved a little faster on, I guess you could say, but I just haven't. And I've decided to just really not judge myself. And that's what I want to talk about today, judging, bruh. It's like the whole world is judging, man. We out this bitch judging, man. We judge a lot. I want to address last week, okay? Last week, we talked about Big C. And I'm saying him by name because Big C was a member of this podcast. Let me make a couple things clear. I do not dislike Big C. In fact, I love Big C. I met Big C a few months ago, and quite frankly, I still have respect for the artist that I met when I met him. All right? That doesn't mean that, we got to be best friends or we completely compatible. Like, everybody that you meet, you ain't got to be like, in complete unison with. Some people you meet and it's like, okay, they think this way and, you think this way, and it's kind of like, it's like, all right, well, it's really not for me. But let me just make it clear. I don't mean any negativity towards Big C. And I got to say that because, I made my comments last week and within the day, I was uninvited from Big C's surprise birthday party. Now that wait a minute, hold up. From a birthday party that was supposed to be a surprise because of comments that I made. I don't know. Either way, it don't matter, bro. It really don't matter. I wish nothing but good to that man. I really feel. And let me just also say this. My comments are my comments. This ain't got nothing to do with Phoenix or nobody else. Okay, I want to make sure that that's clear. I'm saying this, from my gut. This ain't got nothing to do with Phoenix. All right? I have to talk about what's going on with me, guys. It's important to my mental health. I can't not talk about it. I gotta talk about it. And Big C was a member of this pod, and he kind of just like, I don't know. I just didn't show up. He didn't text, like I said, he didn't text me. I didn't text him, but I mean him no harm, bro. I actually wish him the best and mean for him the best and truly want the best for that man. So I want to make that clear because, guys, I'm not into the judging, bro. I was when I was a Christian, nigga. When I was a Christian, I was judging niggas. I was judging. I was a preacher. So, I was talking about everybody. I remember I gave a sermon, and we was talking about Kim Kardashian. And now I love Kim Kardashian. I preached a sermon against that bitch. And now I see, as she gains in billions, she really has qualities that I love. She's got a lot of good qualities that I love. I do not judge people. I might not play the role that you play. I might not agree with how you live, but guess what? I respect your position. You do you. Okay, don't mean that I got to interact with you, but I'm not fitting to judge. And I think a lot of people be spending energy judging when y'all could be spending that energy on manifesting the life of your dreams. But instead you can't because you're judging other niggas and what they doing. What? Make it make sense, bro. Help me to understand how you could not completely be where you want to be in life and you have the gall, dare I say the fucking audacity to use molecules and energy and atoms to judge another motherfucking what they doing. Make it make sense. I really, truly don't get it. I don't understand. A lot of you niggas is broke, piss poor, talking about celebrities who have money, living the life you only dreamt. Oh my God. Living a life that you only dreamed you could have. And yet, what do? You talk about them because they're white. You talk about them because they're rich. You talk about them because they're members of the Illuminati. Meanwhile, you stuck living in a spot that you don't want to live in. Spending money that you don't have. Wishing upon a fucking star. Bro, help me. I just really don't get it. I really do not get it. But y'all continue. Y'all keep on doing that. Just understand, as long as you talk about people at the top, you'll never fucking get there. Oh my goodness. You'll never get there. How can you want more out of life and yet you talk about people who have more? How? Show me how. There's one way you can do it. If it's your job. Okay? If you make it a coin. Like Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter niggas, they about their coin. You know what I'm saying? So they've made a professional position, out of talking about how black people are disenfranchised. Now I can respect that. But if you're not making no coin out of talking about how you're being disenfranchised, what the fuck are you doing? You know what you are, right? You're a victim. Oh my goodness. And on this podcast, we have to point it out that you are to blame for the circumstances you're in. So, I just wanted to clear that up. I just wanted to truly clear that up. I have no issues. Where's Big C? I wish him the best. And, I hope he has a great surprise. A great surprise birthday party, man. Here's to Big C, right from the Blame the Victim podcast. We love you, brother. We love you. Okay, guys. As you know, this is the Law of Attraction podcast for the streets. And we talk about how to attract the life that you want. And, I'm going to be delving in, starting very slowly today with teachings about Neville Goddard. Okay? I'm actually a big fan of so many Law of Attraction teachers. Again, I always talk about them. Esther Hicks, right? Reverend Ike, okay? Joe Dispenza, all these guys. But I'm going to really, in the next couple months, be really focusing more on just Neville Goddard, because he really, for me, he's the head honcho of a lot of this shit, man. He's the head honcho of a lot of this shit. And a lot of his teachings are so deep, they really go over people's heads. And I don't know if y'all are ready. I really don't know if y'all are ready for some of the things that he taught. And a nigga like me is going to interpret it and make it really make you understand what he's talking about. Okay? Because sometimes these teachers, they don't really say the things in a way that are that need to be said. Sometimes they kind of skirt around things. But the truth of the matter is, if you really look into what Neville Goddard says, the idea of judging people, no matter what they do, it's kind of, you're out of line. You're out of line for it. All right, I'm a little bouncing all around here. Let me tell you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? Let me tell you exactly what I'm talking about. Here's a Neville Goddard teaching that I think is very, very interesting. Okay? He says, when man discovers that life is a play which he himself is consciously or unconsciously writing, he will cease from the blind self-torture of executing judgment upon others. All the world's a stage, and we are all actors. Mm-hmm. He says that God became man so that man became God. So essentially what Neville Goddard is saying, okay, this is really, really crazy stuff. He is saying that all of us, every single one of us, there's 8 billion people on the earth. We are all God. Every single one of us is a manifestation of God.
Yes.
And we're all playing a role in this world. Think about, bro, come on, think about that for a second. Okay? Phoenix, you saying yes, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Tell me what that means to you, that we're all connected, we're all God, and we're all, each of us, playing a role in this whole play. What does that mean to you? Don't make something up, man. Y'all know how Phoenix get down. Phoenix is going to start taking us on a roller coaster. Just take a second. What do you really think that means to you? All the world's a stage. We're all actors in this play. Yeah.
We're all just playing this role. And just honestly, just means to me that everyone has a part to play in your story. Okay. And in that story, you have to, at some point, you're going to take center stage. Okay. You're going to take supporting leads as well, because you're not always going to be front. So for me, that means connecting and looking through other people and being with other people and taking the time to be in this stage of life and learning from your examples and the people in front of you. No matter how you play it, faith is gonna take it.
All right, Phoenix, you have this is what Phoenix be doing, y'all. He be having us see, and then he you ever met somebody? You like, damn, they sexy as hell, right? They be sexy as hell, and then this nigga start talking. You be like, shit, you don't shut your sexy. You had me, and then you started talking, and I'm just like, oh my god, what the fuck is this guy talking about? All right, things that somewhat of that is true. You know, I don't really know if I want to play in someone else's movie. I don't know. I think that I want to be I think I want to be the star of my own movie. You know, don't you? Yeah. But you know, there's people out here that's really not feeling like they're the star of their movie.
That's their perspective. They don't feel like they're the star of their own movie. They have to change their perspective.
Yeah, and that's where it's okay. So when man discovers that life is a play, which he himself is consciously or unconsciously writing, he will cease from the blind self-torture of executing judgment upon others. So to that point, some of us know we're consciously playing a role in this play. Some of us don't. Some of us are just kind of like getting by, and we're not really conscious of the fact of what we're doing. We're not really purpose-driven. We're just kind of like things are happening to us. We're just like unconsciously shit is happening. We don't understand why our lives are the way and then there's others who, you know, they're like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I have a vision. I know why I'm doing what I'm doing, you know, and they're making moves like this. Which one are you? Are you consciously aware of what's going on with you? Ooh, that's the awareness he was talking about earlier. Are we consciously aware of what we're doing with our life, or are we not aware? You know, the reason I bring this up is because if I believe that everyone is an actor in this play, okay, if you tell me something bad that somebody else did, I don't know. Do I look at it as bad? I don't know. Do I judge that person? I don't know. How, if they're playing their role, how can I judge them? No, seriously, think about that. How can I judge someone who's literally just playing their position? Ooh. You know? A lot of times we watch the news, we watch some of these scandals that we're finna talk about here, and we judge the scandals and the people and all this stuff. We make judgments. Oh, this is bad. They shouldn't be doing this. I don't know. I don't know if I you know, when I was a Christian. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold up. Why am I such a fucking bastard? I don't know why. Why? When I was a Christian, I used to think people who stole, robbed, you know, killed, whatever, raped, bad people going to hell. If we're all God, in physical manifestation form, all playing our roles. Who am I to judge somebody and say somebody's going to hell? But we all got, right? This is a different teaching, y'all. This is what I'm saying. This is different, y'all. Yeah. Come on, y'all. Who am I to say someone's going to hell because they did bad things on this earth? Hold up. Maybe somebody is responsible for the death of 6 million Jews. Oof, my goodness. Oh. Who am I to say that they're not just playing their position in this play? Oof. This is rough. Who am I to say what's evil and what's not evil? I don't know. First off, I'm too busy playing my role in my position and manifesting the life of my dreams. So I'm not even really going to be paying a lot of attention to what someone else is doing anyway. But if I did just peek my head out for a second to assess, I don't know. I might disagree with them. I might play a role where, here, let me give you an example. Let's say there's someone who does harm to someone in my family. Gotta get him back. Gotta get him back. Doesn't mean I hate them. Doesn't mean I hate them. They just have to be eliminated, you know? They just have to be eliminated.
Yes.
Okay? They have to be eliminated.
Oh, man.
All right? But doesn't mean that I hate them. You know, they played their role. Now we play my role. But to say, oh, this person is going into hell and da-da-da-da-da, I don't know if that's true, guys. I really don't know if that's true. Kanye West. Kanye West, this past week, said on Alex Jones' podcast, I believe, that Hitler had some good qualities. I don't know why I laugh at that. Now, at first glance, when you hear something like that, it sounds pretty effing crazy, bruh. It sounds pretty effing crazy. Okay, because first off, the world is in an uproar, especially Jewish people. But people are in a fucking just an uproar about the fact that he said something good about Kanye. Now, first off, let's clear a couple things about Kanye. Kanye is a troll of the highest degree. This nigga is a troll, bruh. This motherfucker is a troll. He also might be bipolar, manic, depressive. I don't know. He got a couple things going on. Again, not my business totally. But I know some people like this that they will do anything they can to just stay in getting attention. So I don't really be like feeling a lot of shit for Kanye because I'm just like, he's kind of like Aggie. You know, he's like aggravated. He's just an antagonist. He's constantly, so I'm kind of like, I don't give him a lot of attention because it would, he'll take you on a fucking emotional roller coaster. I just can't let people take my energy like that. But that being said, because he's so off the wall and crazy, he's willing to like really go places where other people aren't. He made a statement that he said that everybody, there's good to everybody. Everyone's got something good about them, including Hitler. That was essentially what he did. Is that a false statement? Let's talk about it. Do we have our Jeopardy music? Hold on. Wait a minute.
Yo, crazy.
We're really... Hold on, wait. I can't get canceled if only 5 people are watching me and I'm only getting 30, 40, 50 views a week. I can't get canceled yet. But let's wait a minute.
No, my God.
Wait a minute. Do we have the fucking... Oh, shit. No, I always don't have it queued up, bro. Guys, listen. We got so many things going on. Even my guy today, we got a professional setup. You're going to see Phoenix next week, guys. He's going to be all over this, too. We are really upgrading here, so I'm excited. But in the meantime, we're going to play it on, hold on. Yeah, we're going to play it on, okay, let's go. Hold on. Okay, Kanye West says, in this week's Who's to Blame, Kanye West made the statement on the Alex Jones podcast that everyone has good qualities, even Hitler. And a lot of people are really outraged about this. Who's to blame? Is it Kanye West or is it everyone outraged? Okay? Let's talk about it. Is Kanye West to blame? Or is it everybody else? Okay. Phoenix? I don't want to drag Phoenix into my cancellation.
No.
We don't want to get Phoenix in trouble. God, Phoenix, what do we say, brother? Come on. Don't get a right answer. Get it right. Give the answer from your heart. Man.
This is a difficult situation because I like...
Louder. Speak louder. I want to make sure
this is a difficult situation because I most definitely am someone who likes to find the good in people.
Oh, you are that
and
really person.
I always want to see, I always want to give people the benefit of the doubt. But I don't know about this.
Yeah, this is a rough one.
I can't judge. I can't judge.
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't say yes or no. Like if this is
okay. This is a tough one, guys.
You hurt people, so it's a different. For me. It's just fuck, man.
Guys, the Holocaust is literally, it's the Holocaust, bruh. It is literally the most, you talk about never forget it's the September 11th times a million for the Jews, okay? It's the worst thing that...
But never for nobody else.
Now that is a different... Phoenix said, but what are you saying by that? What are you saying?
For nobody else. I don't see the outrage for the Jewish community, and everybody has sympathy, but when it happens to the black community, it's no sympathy. It's just...
Doesn't it always feel... Did you ever play this game in high school, guys? What was worse, the Holocaust or the slave trade? Did you ever do that? We talked about that. So we just go back and forth.
What's worse? That's a question?
What you mean?
They're both bad.
No, what's worse? The Holocaust or slavery?
They're both bad. Regardless.
What's worse?
And I can't judge it. They're both fucking worse. So people die. People are fucking dying.
Jewish kids would say the Holocaust. Okay, and the fucking black, the blackness was slavery because the slavery lasted longer. Both terrible atrocities. Extremely sensitive to the Jewish people, of course, understandably so. Okay, I don't want anyone to think I'm making light of that situation. All right, come on, man. We reasonable people here. Sad. That being said, taking Kanye's statement for just face value, not the fact that we know he's trying to troll Jews, he's pissed off at Jews, he's trying to be a menace right now. Outside that on the table, just the statement. Everybody has some good on them. Even Hitler. Is that a false statement? I'm going to have to agree with Kanye on this, guys. God dang. Man, it's a rough one, man. I'm booing because I'm agreeing with Kanye. Yeah, bruh. The statement in and of itself ain't wrong. Yeah, what, didn't Hitler love his mother? Was Hitler a cute child? Didn't he care about his parents? I didn't read Mein Kampf, so I don't really know his biography like that, but I assume he had care for, some of the members in his family. Isn't that good to care for the members in your family? The statement that there is some good in everybody is not an incorrect statement. I'm sorry. It's just not, yo. I get it. I get what he meant to Jewish people. I understand that. Come on, I get that. But the statement itself is not wrong.
There is
Bro! the horrific atrocities that white Americans committed during slavery. You know, we can go back and forth. You know, which is worse. Y'all know. Does that mean that those white people were 100% evil? Well, didn't they love themselves? Didn't they love their children? You know, their wives when they weren't out fucking the field Negroes.
Oh my God.
You know them wives is gonna get that black dick. Come on.
Oh my God.
Come on, man. The statement in and of itself is not it's not an incorrect statement. I think that people get very triggered. Okay? They get very triggered. Someone said because I'm an Aquarius, I'm an emotionless person. I don't know if that's true. I'm starting to believe that it might be true, but I don't feel emotionless. I do feel like I have emotions, but I also just feel like I look at things objectively.
You use your brain and not your feelings.
Well, bro, I do use my feelings. That's a lie. I do use my feelings, but just in terms of like objectively discussing things, I don't know. I don't really get triggered like that, man. And I think a lot of it is because I do a lot of fucking internal work. Me and Phoenix was talking about this earlier this week about self-awareness. God damn. Boy, if there's anything, I'm self-aware. And when you're really self-aware, when you're really doing internal work and you know who you are, niggas really can't move you, bruh. Niggas can't really move you, bruh. And, you know, I'm also a comedian, so half the time I'm shitting on myself in a humorous way. You know, I've always done that even prior to me starting to be a comedian. But even now, like studying Neville Goddard and Lee's Law of Attraction concepts, bro, again, if I am God, which I do believe I am, I truly do, bro. I mean, I've really internalized this, bro. If I believe that I am source energy, come into this physical world and this physical manifestation, this physical temporary body, I don't know what you want to say to move me. What you gonna say about me? There's some exes that will have a lot of shit to say about me. But even that doesn't move me. It doesn't move me. I know what type of time I'm on. I know what type of time I've been on. I know who I truly am. You know? And when you truly know who you are, you really don't really judge yourself like that. And you don't really get affected when others judge you. You know? Maybe the Jews need to take a page out of this Law of Attraction book, you know, Neville Goddard. Maybe they need to study Neville Goddard. But we know a lot of these religions of this world, they don't, you know, they're very judgmental. I shit on Christians a lot, but the truth of the matter is all these religions, to me, I ain't really fucking with none of them. I'm just being honest.
Why?
I respect all of your religions, but Judaism,
they all teach you the same shit. Love. It's all about the self-growth and self-loving yourself is loving someone else and connecting. You just talked about how we're all connected. Every religion around the world teaches you the same thing from a different perspective.
I think there's some truth to that. But, you know, I go back and forth, guys, because when I think of the architects, like when I think of a Buddha, okay, or a Muhammad, okay, or a Jesus, I like these guys. I fuck with these guys, okay? But the followers, y'all don't be on shit. I'm sorry. So y'all will take some of the beautiful, wonderful things that they did or represented it, and you guys twist it all around to prove that you are the chosen people and that you're better than everybody else. I don't really fuck with that, man. Maybe I don't have an issue with the people. Maybe it's y'all. Maybe it's y'all interpretation of the religion. You know what I mean? That could be it, Phoenix. You might be right about that. But I mean, all these religions, don't care. Judaism, don't care. Don't really care for it. Okay? I think there's a lot to learn. And remember, I wasn't just a regular Christian, okay? So I was a non-denominational Christian that believed in the New Testament the New Testament was a fulfillment of the Old Testament. So we studied the Torah, the law, the prophets. Very, very familiar with Judaism, guys. I was brought up with that. I was brought up following all of their high holy days, the Yom Kippur, the Rosh Hashanah, the Passover. I did it all. And again, I have to say, it's great to study those books like Shakespeare or Aristotle or whatever, but when it comes to like using it as like my whole life and like it's Bible, nah, bro. We ain't doing that. I want to talk about what's up, bro? What you
No, because I was researching some things. I'm wondering, how many times do Muslims usually pray throughout the day?
5.
And they was 5. It is 5, but they used to do more.
Okay.
They made it. They broke it down. They shrunk it.
Oh, it was more than 5.
It was more, and I feel like it was a lot to do with people getting their mental space together. So throughout your day, we've been depressed, anxiety, that's been happening forever. Mm-hmm. Okay, we ain't the first people here. So talking about prayer and religion and putting all of these aspects of what you're talking about into one and growing as a community, I feel like taking the mental space to find your clarity in all of these religions that you're looking at, because they all teach you the same thing: manifestation of a better life.
Okay. How to attain peace.
Yes. Happiness, structure.
So what are you saying?
If we all just stop looking at it like who's the fucking best and who can play fucking God.
Okay.
And say we're all the fucking problem.
Okay. All taking accountability for whatever.
Judgment that we're fucking placing upon everybody else, because you don't follow the same religion. I don't follow the same religion. We don't worship the same God.
Fair.
When you boil that shit the fuck down, it's all blood and water.
How can you take on that type of insight when Christianity teaches, for example, that homosexuality is wrong? Okay? Like, honestly. So here you have a homosexual who's just being a homosexual, just fucking dudes. Okay? He's just living his best fucking dude's life. And your whole religion, your whole, everything says that if you sleep with another man as you would a woman, that's an abomination.
That is one of the religions that they hold up most upon everything else.
All the Judaic religions teach that, from Judaism to Islam to Christianity. They teach, that type of shit is wrong. And of course, I'm just using that as an example. I don't care. But I'm just saying, as an example, it's a little rough to. I love what you're saying, but it's a little rough to think like that when your whole religion is basically saying that my life is wrong. How do you do that?
Well, first, if you're reading from the Bible has 2 parts: the Old Testament and the New Testament. If you're still reading from an Old Testament and not following the New Testament, which God has given to you upon His Son, and gave it to you, quote unquote, mercy and how to live your life and be a better person, why you're not following that?
How the hell are you going to have a whole book and say, the 3, fucking 2/3 of the book we just going to do away with? It's all a part of the book.
It's all about what they believe in. Come on, Jesus said don't judge others, and that's the first thing they're doing. So
yeah.
I was just reading something on live that was fucking crazy.
Okay.
And it's just the girl's talking about how it's
Guys, the truth of the matter is, this is why with a lot of these religious texts, I'm more so like, I'm good with reading it like it's Aristotle or Shakespeare. When you read Shakespeare, you don't go ham and crazy and like, I need to da-da-da-da.
I'm gonna play this real quick for you.
Go ahead.
Sexuality is wrong. It's in the Bible. Okay, but doesn't God make gay people? No. God gives us free will and they choose sin. It is a test and they are failing. Doesn't God also tell you to love thy neighbor? What if that's the test? What are you talking about? What if God was like, I'm going to tell my followers to love thy neighbor. I'm going to make everyone really diverse, create lots of different people with lots of different beliefs, all in my own image, different facets of me. I'm going to make some of them as unlovable as possible to my devout followers and see if they are godly enough to still
I like that.
love thy neighbor.
I like that.
Let it finish.
She has more?
What if that's the test and they're not failing, you're failing?
Okay.
That's
don't
for
mind
the
that.
Christians.
I don't mind that. I really don't mind that. But, you know, that gets into the point of what I want to talk about with this Balenciaga stuff. It's like, where do you draw the line? Because that might be a point. But where do you draw the line? Let's talk about the Balenciaga shit, bro. Because this is where this Neville Goddard teaching becomes a little bit dicey for the average bear. Okay? Because when you start talking about pedophilia and children, that's when shit gets a little bit dicey. You see what I'm saying? It's like this is where things start getting a little bit dicey. Because it's all cute and good to say, okay, yeah, we're all God, we don't judge each other. But then when you start talking about pedophiles, rapists too, people really get really when you talk about rapists, but pedophiles especially. It's like, oh no, these motherfuckers are evil. How can you justify what a pedophile does, blah, 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 blah. And then, of course, this is the Blame the Victim podcast. So what are you saying, JC? Are you saying you should blame children for being raped? Let's discuss this. I feel like we really get into it. We touch it on it. We're not scared here, y'all. We're not scared, okay? We make assertions. We grow. I have no problems with saying that I'm a work in progress. But as I understand things and as I review things, I do the best of my ability to interpret it. And if you guys have questions or comments, or you have sentiments, or you have viewpoints, write into us at blamethevictimpodcast@gmail.com, because we want to talk. We want open discourse, but we're not finna be afraid. We're not finna be afraid. The Balenciaga campaign. Okay. So Balenciaga, the fashion house, all right, with the biggest celebrity, Kim Kardashian, as their front man. They put out a holiday campaign recently. I'm sure you've heard of this story, that featured children with leather harnesses and bondage gear. There was alcohol all around. And in the in the bottom, if you just zoomed in, there were court documents that represented a win for pedophiles. You know, there was an old court case that was basically, saying that virtual child pornography could not be distributed. I don't know all the details, don't really care. Bottom line is, come to find out after doing a lot of research, this ain't their first go around. This ain't their first freaking go around. Whether it's the art directors, whether it's the campaign directors, whatever, these weird old motherfuckers at Balenciaga have been for a while hinting and promoting acts, let's just call it what the F it is, acts of pedophilia. Straight up, bro. Straight up child, like child sex stuff.
Disney.
Huh?
Disney.
And
they ain't the only ones.
In their freaking, in their freaking material and campaigns. Now, Phoenix is saying Balenciaga is not the only corporate conglomerate that has been doing this. Okay, you said Disney. I've heard a little stuff about Disney. I remember they said in The Lion King that the wind blew the leaves in one scene in The Lion King, and it said sex. It said sex. Or in The Little Mermaid, the castle had, penises and thing. So there's been a lot of fruit.
Low hanging fruit.
There's been a lot of weirdo fucking frugazy shit in these in a lot of these conglomerates for a while. A lot of people say that members of the Illuminati are really into pedophilia. Who the fuck is the Illuminati? This is like the top people in the world. What do you know what people mean when they say the Illuminati? I don't even know. I don't. What the people in the world who pull the strings?
That's what the Illuminati are supposed to be. Who run money? Who run human beings, placing us in different places? That's
the
what
very
they say.
Top people in the world.
The people who are
who have the power and the money and all of that. They say they're into a lot of weirdo shit. Child sacrifices. Whether it's pedophilia or killing kids or kidnapping kids or like just all
a mess.
weird. It's just a lot of
Fucking
freaking
work.
weirdo shit. What do we make of this stuff? What the hell do we make of this stuff? Okay? This is what I think. Just like we said earlier in the show, those people at the top are playing their role. Okay? They're playing their role. You got to play your role. We got to play our role. If we can put an end to this, by removing these people, then so be it. Then so be it. You know? I hear a lot of gun talking. I hear a lot of, talking and shit. I don't really see a lot of doing. Okay? I don't really see a lot of people rolling up to some of these families and fucking taking them out. I don't see a lot of that. I see a lot of fucking, complaining that rich people do rich people shit and da-da-da-da-da. I don't know, bro. I don't know who's a pedophile and who's not. That's the Illuminati too. Hollywood, they say Hollywood and all that shit. Bro, I don't know. But if you have an opportunity to take one of these motherfuckers out, do you do it? I don't know. Do you? I hear a lot of complaining and talk. Well, this is all I can ascertain. This is my opinion. If God became man so that man can become God, if we know what we're doing, if we come down and say we're going to play this role in our next life or whatever, or however it works, and we know we're going to come down as a kid or as a child who's going to be abused, can something good come from that? I'm really stepping out here. Because it's going to sound like I'm justifying pedophilia, and I'm not. But just go with me here. Because if Neville Goddard is right, if he's right in what we're saying, it's like an if then principle. You remember that, the mathematic little, if x plus y equals z, then that means, da 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 da. If this is true, then this must be true, right? So Neville Goddard's teachings can't be applicable to everything else except for pedophilia. Why in the world do children get abused? Why does this happen? I imagine that there is even something to be learned from abuse. Yeah. Yeah. Let me think about that for a second. Has there ever been a situation where there was a child to be abused? Hold up. Has there ever been a situation where someone has been raped? Hold up. Has there ever been a situation where someone has been absolutely treated completely horribly, disgustingly, and something good came out of it? Does that happen?
That does happen.
That does happen, right? So you mean to tell me you could be raped, you could be abused, and something good comes out of it? What would be an example of that? Is there an example of someone in this world who has been abused or raped, and they went on as a survivor to tell their story, and it influenced
many women?
Helped
many women.
Yeah.
Many people have evolved and grew from their problems.
So then that means that good things can come from rape. Oh my God. Hold up. Wait a minute.
We don't condone it.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
We don't condone it. But
we don't condone
that
it.
nigga is crazy.
We going in. Hold up. We don't condone it. Phoenix said it. We don't condone it.
Yeah,
we don't condone fucking rape.
That's fucking crazy.
We don't condone pedophilia. We don't condone any abuse of any kind. But to say that good can't come from that, I don't know if that's true. I think good can come from that. I'm thinking of, you know who I'm thinking of? The Jeffrey Epstein girls. Okay? These young ladies who came forward, once they were a little age. God, I can't remember her name. Do you know who I'm talking about?
And I just know the story.
Okay, so I don't know exactly the names, and I should be more prepared, guys. So please forgive me. I've saw a lot of this shit is off the cuff, but Jeffrey Epstein he really harmed a lot of these people, and some of these young ladies have really come out as victors and survivors of their story to go on to inspire people and to help people to not end up in the same situation. So there has, oh my God, this is gross to even suggest maybe, but is it facts or not? Something good has come out of pedophilia. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is rough. This is rough. If we believe that God came down and we are playing every single role, what good can come out of an abused child? Is it all terrible, or is there a lesson to be learned? Like Phoenix, come on, bro.
Honestly,
this is a rough topic, but bro, we had to go here, bro.
The topic is
let me say it again. We are not condoning
any abuse
whatsoever.
So I was recently talking to a friend about
talk louder, bro.
I was recently talking to a friend about spanking your child. Like if your child does something wrong and you hit them, and I don't condone abuse. I don't want to hit my child. I don't want to do anything to anybody, harmful. But growing up, these were the lessons that we were taught to know when something wasn't good for you, or you're misbehaving. So let me give you a pop out. So that being said, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Obviously, pedophilia is not fucking good. No, rape, all that shit, fucking no.
Right.
But there's a sense of discipline that people just innately have that help them get out of these situations. Now, talking about all the catastrophe that happened throughout the world, something good has always come from the situations. Look at how we've evolved mentally, physically, emotionally. People are becoming more aware. Even Jesus went through something as detrimental of being beaten, abused, only to become higher within himself.
The most followers, well, maybe not more than Hindus or whatever, but Christianity is one of the most influential.
Abuse and how you take it mentally, physically, emotionally, being put in the dark, however you see it, it's going to help you grow. We don't condone fucking violence, rape, or any of that shit.
We do not condone harming anyone.
Who the fuck are we?
Period.
People are we all need to help each other out mentally, physically, emotionally. That's the fucking problem.
I am trying to understand Neville Goddard's teachings as much as I can. It's very layered. There's a lot, but it resonates with me to think that we all come from the same source.
Crazy, right?
That resonates with me. That teaching resonates with me.
Crazy.
More than, if you're a bad person, you're going to hell. If you're a good person, you're going to heaven. That shit don't resonate with me. That is some bullshit. Who the fuck determines what's bad or good? Okay? The idea that we are all playing a role on this earth, different roles, resonates with me. I get that concept. When we're talking about abused people, why? Why are there people on this earth to be abused? I am going to go out on a limb and say there are lessons even from that are to be learned.
Everything is connected. Everything is connected. No, it's bad. Good,
everything is connected. That's a concept. Come on,
it's just a whole heap of things going on at once.
Come on, man. And I'm glad we keep on talking about, because we walk in the line, because I know this is triggering conversation for people. But that's the truth, bruh. That is the absolute truth. Can y'all think about a time in your life where something fucked up happened to you and you grew from it? You learned a lesson from it?
Absolutely.
Come on, bro. And if you didn't go through what and then you get to the point, oh my God, and this is enlightenment, then you get to the point where you start thanking the universe for the fucked up shit that happened to you. Oh my God. You get to that point? You get to the point where it was so horrible and heartbreaking at the time and while you were going through it, but then you grow from it so much that you think, you're like, man, I'm so glad I went through that. I wouldn't change that for the world. Wow.
Yeah.
Bruh. You know?
You got to. Because if you don't accept it and move on from that, you're never going to grow as a spirit, a soul, person. You're never going to evolve. Because accepting and forgiveness and that's how you're supposed to get to your next level.
That is how you are, bro. Accepting and forgiveness is how you get to your next level. That's a bar, Phoenix. Let's go, baby. There we go. And this is why we keep Phoenix around, baby. Because you know the gems is in there, baby. That's a bar. That's how you get to the next level of ascension. I think there's something to be said about that, my boy. You know, is there a lesson from slavery? Did good come out of slavery? Did good come from the Holocaust?
From so many crazy.
Did good come from the Holocaust?
I was just thinking, like, without all of this stuff, Catholicism and people, slave, all that, we wouldn't have Beyonce, Michael Jackson, all the amazing writers, all the creative people around the, where would we be if all of this atrocity didn't happen? I was thinking that today, before I got here, where the fuck, what the fuck? I'm just in a clusterfuck of that thought, where would we be if all of this didn't happen?
Yeah. So again, now, am I saying that we should let pedophiles roam free?
No.
Am I saying that we should let abusers roam free? No. And they won't. I mean, there's karma, obviously. You know, there's karma in situations. I'm just saying, I don't know about the judgment. You know? And I mean that. I don't know about hating my enemies, supposedly. Okay? One of the books that we talked about in the past, School for Gods, okay, talks about thanking your antagonist. Are you at the level where you can actually thank the person that did you wrong, that fucked you over? I mean, that's pretty. Are you at that level where you can actually thank the person that's causing you angst and problems? Maybe your ex, maybe it was a boss, maybe it was just, someone you just you knew was fucking you over. Because if you get to the point where you thank them, that means that you overcame whatever they were trying to do. You overgrew it and you said, thank you for making me a better person. That's deep, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that we let these pedophiles and these abusers run free. Oh no, on the contrary. Let's do our big one. But
I don't condone that. I wouldn't say that. So me, I'm different. I'm sorry. You're gonna live with that thought of what you've done in a cell as tall as you are. I'm gonna put you in a casket as tall as you are. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna leave you in the room by yourself. That's it.
Okay. So that's an interesting thought. And I used to actually talk to someone.
That's crazy.
I had a friend in school who used to say she doesn't believe in the death penalty because, who are we to judge? Something like that along those lines.
I don't want to have blood on my hands. That's me.
Yeah. Well, okay, you don't want blood on your hands. All right, guys, this is the deal. I don't have malice in my heart. And this is gonna sound so crazy. I can take an evil person's life and not even bat an eye. I'm being honest. I know that sounds crazy to y'all. I'm talking about JC. I think of my nieces, right? My beautiful nieces who I saw over Thanksgiving. If someone did harm to them, they have to go. They have to be eliminated. I could take their life without batting an eye, and I mean that.
My family for sure.
I mean that.
My family for sure.
Okay, so then you literally going back on what you just said.
Not my family.
Hold
my
on,
family.
can we have some consistency? You either have blood on your hands or you don't. The fuck are you talking about?
That's what they because it's my family. I fucking love somebody.
Oh, okay. So then you gotta take back what you just said.
I take back what I just said.
Yeah, that's my point. But guess what? Again, I'm not going to just listen. If I believe that every person, 8 billion people, we're all different manifestations of God, learning different lessons, okay? I'm not going to judge a lot of the things that we might conventionally say are evil. I might not judge, okay? I have no problems with taking you out. Because this is a big game. Your time on this game is done. You got to go. Okay, thanks for playing. It's time for you to go. See you in the next life. All right? See you in the next life. All right? But But no, do I judge you? Do I feel bad? No, I can kill you with a smile. Thank you so much for playing. We are going to be delving more into Neville Goddard as we do more episodes of this show, because the man is, to me, probably of our time, probably the greatest teacher of our time. It is the greatest teacher of our time. That's my religion. Huh? You have yours, guys. You have your Judaism, your Christianity, whatever it is, okay? I don't know if I call this law of attraction religion. I don't know what the hell I call it, but I know the teachings of this man. I absolutely, wholeheartedly, it resonates with me in my soul. And I do not judge anybody else on this earth for what they do. In fact, I get we're all playing our roles. You play your role, and I'll play mine. Oh boy, this has been another episode, man. Another banger. This has been another amazing episode of Blame the Victim podcast. Okay. We are the Law of Attraction podcast for the streets. We speak to the disenfranchised, the poor, the broke, the minorities, the people, the downtrodden, the people who are not happy with where they are in life, but they want more. Okay? This is for you, baby. This is for you. We discuss how to manifest the life of your dreams. And I'm right along with you, baby. I'm right along with you. Soon we're going to be going to a daily stream, okay? Probably around the beginning of the year, all right? We're improving every single week, okay? We're doing live shows. We have special guests planned. The quality is running up. We're just growing and growing and growing. Fuck with us. Fuck with us. If you are a friend or an enemy, have a problem, you got a problem, something going on with you, and you need assistance, write into us at blamethevictimpodcast@gmail.com, and we will show you how that problem is your fault. Yeah. Phoenix, where can the people find you, baby?
FNX_worldwide.
What you got going on, Phoenix? Come on, brother. What's
save
next
that
for you?
We'll save that for another episode.
You would say that for another episode? I'm just talking about what like, do you have anything going on? Anything to promote? Anything?
Right now, just y'all can go stream my new EP, Becoming, on all platforms.
New EP, Becoming.
It's out on all platforms right now.
All streaming platforms. Your debut EP.
My debut EP, yes.
Okay. More music coming?
Of course, always working on things, a lot of mental growth, a lot of putting my words out there, but we'll talk about that in another episode.
Okay. I've been JC Knows Best. Y'all can follow me at JC Knows Best, man. I got a whole lot more. That song at the beginning of the episode, Family Freestyle, new music video dropping this month, baby. Christmas Eve, baby. It's a banger. Believe that. This pod is going to a daily stream. We're growing, spiritually, internally. I'm really so proud of myself. I'm keeping it a buck. So join me, connect with me. I want to connect to more like-minded people like y'all, people who are not so much identifying themselves with their physical, their blackness or
gayness,
their gayness or their straightness or their women, but more so people who understand that they are more than this physical shell. That this physical shell is just temporary, and they're much more with that. I'm interested in connecting with y'all. Y'all are my people. In fact, y'all are the only group I really give a fuck about. I'm being completely talk about my people. Yeah, my people ain't black people. I don't give a fuck about black people like that. Black people is black people, okay? I don't give a fuck about straight people, gay people, women, men. I don't give a fuck about whatever your physical shell is. What I give a fuck about is the enlightenment, who you truly are, and understand yourself to be. And understand that this is just a physical, temporary shell that you're learning your lessons. Learning lessons, baby.
Yes.
Yeah. We love y'all, man. We here every single week. Fuck with us. This has been another great episode. Peace!